St. John's Country Day Zone. Sophomore Sydney Schmidt recently returned from Turkey after winning the UEFA Friendship Tournament. Schmidt is a player with the U.S. Under-16 women's national team. Tonight, Shaw's Barani takes you to the heart of the game as Schmidt shares her experience overseas.
Honestly, one of the most incredible experiences in my life.
That's not because Sydney Schmidt and her teammates brought home the trophy, but because of her experiences off of the pitch.
My team became extremely close with Botswana and Vietnam, and even though with Vietnam we couldn't speak their language, we would sit in circles of Google Translate, and we'd talk back and forth for hours.
On the pitch, Sydney had to face a few challenges as she normally is a midfielder, but was played as an outside back with the national team.
That's one of the biggest keys to the development of a player, in my opinion. I feel like being comfortable doesn't really get you better, but putting yourself in uncomfortable positions is what's going to get you better in the long run.
The obstacle of changing positions isn't enough for Sydney as she's taking things a step further.
I'm going to start playing with boys this season. Obviously, their pace is so much faster. I feel like being able to know exactly where I'm going, thinking 2 and 3 passes ahead, is just going to really help me develop as a player.
Having the opportunity to travel abroad and play for the youth national team at such a young age just pushes Sydney to work even harder for what's to come.
Being here and at school and everything, it's just normal life, but when I'm at these events for soccer, it's wow, it's more of a job rather than just a sport you play for fun, and I just think that's so cool for me because that's what I'm looking to do in the future, and it's a little snapshot of what my future could look like, and it's just really, really fun to see.
Reporting, Shaw's Barani, First Coast Sports.
Sydney says her ultimate goal is to go pro, but in the near future, she is ready to finally be able to make official contact with college coaches beginning on June 15th due to recruiting rules. Sydney says her top 2 choices, Florida and